Hello, and welcome to another video about how to create a WordPress theme from scratch. And in this video, we're going to continue on the About page. In the last video, we created the clients section here, the hover. And in this video, we're going to do one section for testimonials, and it's going to look very similar to the one we already created here. Right, so in the last video I created a custom post type for clients. We're going to do something similar for testimonials, so you can add your own testimonials, add an image, and so on. So let's head back there to the backend file structure, and let's close these down here. And I'm going to do the same, just create a plugin. Let's close down all of these here. Do not need them. Right, so let's go back up here to our plugin folder, and in this plugin folder I will create another folder, and I will call it CI1_testimonials, and let's again create a new file, and we have to create a file that has exact same name here as the folder. So let's see, CIY_testimonials.php. In here we have to add some information to make the plugin work. So let's do first the plugin name. CIY, I guess easy testimonial posts, and a description. So add testimonials to your site, and the version should be 1.0, and the author is the code it yourself guy, and a text domain CIY_testimonials, testimonials manager. All right, and let's add the package, and let's just copy and paste this one here, save it right there. And down here as well, we're going to do an if statement for security reasons here. So defined and the absolute path, so if someone happens to type this in directly in the URL, they won't be able to access this file. So exit like this. Okay, cool. I'm also going to add a functions.php file. Let's do that right now. So functions.php, and I realized I spelled CIY wrong, so let's rename that CIY testimonials. Okay, and in here let's bring in the functions.php file. So we need to do a require and the require once, and let's bring in the plugin directory path like this, and then we need a file, and then append it to the functions.php like so. Let's hit save, and we also want to do an index.php, and in here just a simple comment, just to silence is golden. Hit save. Let's go back to our backend here, and let's refresh first, and then let's go to our plugins. And you can see here we get the client manager right there, and here's our old plugin. All right, so this one's already activated here. so we can deactivate, and client manager we can activate there as well. All right, so now it's activated. Let's go back here and let's add things that we want to add. So let's go to our functions.php, and the first thing we're going to do here is start off with open up some PHP tags, and let's do the comment and the package, this text domain, and then functions for the plugin. All right. Okay. Now let's start with I guess just to set up the custom post type. So let's comment there. So register testimonial custom post type, and we're going to create a function, and I'm going to name it setup underscore testimonial underscore post underscore type, and in here let's register post type, and the name for this one would be testimonial like this. And now we also need to open up an array, and we need some labels. So the first label we need is an array, and here we need a name, and the name should be testimonials like this. And then the next one is the singular name, and that's just the testimonial. And after the singular name, when we want to add a new, and this should be just add new testimonial, and then add new item. So same there. Add new testimonial. Now we need to edit item, and for this just simply put edit testimonial, and then we need a search items, and then search testimonials. All right, so that's that. Now we need to add more things than just a label, so we need a position in the menu. So menu position, and this is the exact same thing as a priority when we create our custom functions for the customizer, if you have watched those videos. So last video we had for the clients were menu position 5, so let's do 6. And then it is going to be public, yes, for sure. So let's do true. And the next thing here, exclude from search. I want that to be true as well. And then has archive, if you want to create an archive page for this later on. True, and then rewrite the slug. Rewrite, so we need the slug is going to be just testimonial like so, and then we register meta box city. So for a meta box, so let's do an example meta box. and then we need a menu icon. Something like this, and then we're just going to do dash icons. You're going to do the same there, admin users. You can add your own images here if you want as well. Show in rest. So that's true. And then it supports, and oops, let's do an array there. So we want the title and editor, of course, and then we need a thumbnail. And I'm also going to do the author, and then semicolon at the end. And let's add this whole thing. So add underscore action, then init to initialize the whole thing, and then we need the function name here. We'll set up testimonial post type and paste that in, semicolon at the end. So that should be that. Let's go back to our front end and let's refresh. All right, so we got the activated. Oh wait, I activated the wrong one. Try manage, so activate easy testimonial posts. All right, so now we get the testimonials right there. And let's see if we refresh. And nothing is in here, so let's add that. So let's go back to our backend file structure, and let's add a same here, a short code. So let's go down here and let's add a comment. Scroll up. So short. Add short code, and here we need a function. I'm going to call it get underscore testimonial underscore post underscore type. And we need to bring in some arguments. And in this array, post per page, post per page. I'm going to do -1. That means bring in all posts you have, and then the post type should be testimonial, like so. Semicolon at the end there. All right, next we need to create an empty string here. So a variable called string, it's going to be empty. I'm going to populate it pretty soon, and then the loop. So this one is a new VP underscore query, and the args right there. Right, next an if statement. So now let's bring in the loop here. Loop, and then have underscore posts, and then we need to bring in the string, and let's concatenate that to let's create a section with a class of section, and then a class of section testimonials, like so. Semicolon at the end. Okay, and then next we need a new string. Concatenate that with h2 tags, and in here let's see, testimonials h2, like so, and then string, and then a UL tag. Okay, good. Now let's bring in the while loop. So let's have loop, and it goes to have underscore posts, and let's go loop the post, and then $string. Then let's do li tags right there, and then let's do div with a class, and here we're going to use testimonials flip cards. I could have used the exact same for classes for as I did with the last video for clients, but since it's a plugin, you might not have the same. It doesn't make sense if you only install this plugin and not the client plugin. So you don't know why do we have a class of client here when it's testimonials. So I recommend that you have separate stylings for plugins. Now, if you create this one just for yourself, by all means, do whatever you want there. But this is how I will do it. So let's do another variable string, and this time let's give in another div. The class, let's call it testimonials flip card inner, and then string, then do div and the class of testimonials underscore flip underscore card underscore front. All right, now let's get the post thumbnail. So string, then get the post thumbnail like so, and then let's close one div there like this. All right, now let's do the back. So string like this, and let's do another div there with a class of testimonials flip card back like so, and let's add some content right here. So let's first start with the title. So we need an h2 tag, and like so, and let's get the title like this, and then close the h2 tag like this. All right, nice. And then let's get the content as well. So we're gonna wrap that in a p tag, and then get the content, then the p tag right there. Cool. Now let's close it up, all these divs. So string div like that. All right, and then Control Shift D. All right, so now we have closed off all the divs. Now we need to close off the li tag. Li like this. All right, now let's end the while loop. And down here, let's I'm going to scroll up as you can see, and then in here let's do another string variable, and then close off the ul, and then let's close off the section, tag section, nice, and after that let's end the if statement. And then we need to reset the post data. So pp underscore reset post data, no parameters and then return the string like this. Okay, now we need to add the shortcode. So just do a function called add shortcode, and in here just call it CIY testimonials or testimonial posts, and then get underscore testimonial post type. Okay, let's hit save there. Back to the back end, let's refresh. Let's go to the testimonials. All right, I have already a few guys here. So Rafa, Sarah, and Clive. So we're going to Rafa. All right, so this guy really knows his stuff. So what I'm going to do is I am going to move this one to trash, and in the trash just empty the trash here. All right, and then I'm just going to add a new testimonial to show you that it works. So we got Rafa, and this guy, this is what it says. This is his opinion about our little agency. So this guy just is incredible. All right, and then we need to add an image, and what's this little fella here, and let's publish. All right, now if we go to the about page, pages, and all pages, let's open up an about, and let's add another shortcode. And in here we had CIY testimonial posts. Remember, we need them in brackets here, otherwise it won't work. Let's update, and let's go to the about, and let's refresh. So you can see here, testimonials right there. All right, so what we need to do is we need to style all this. But before we do that, we need to create functions if you want to delete and if you want to remove the plugin. So let's go all the way up to the top, and I'm going to add a new comment. So let's do installation of the plugin. So here's another function. We need a testimonial post type, and then install. All right, so set up testimonial post type, and it's testimonial, like so. And now we need to just clear permalinks, and that's flush rewrite rules like this. Now let's just do register activation book, and in here we need actually first the file, and then the function name in there. Let's refresh and semicolon at the end. All right, now we need to print a function for if we deactivate it. So deactivation, or deactivate the plugin, and here we need a function. I'm just gonna call this testimonial underscore post type deactivate, and here just unregister post type, and that's testimonial like this, and then just here permalinks. So again, that flash rewrite rules. All right, then register deactivation hook, and again, let's bring in a file like this, and then we need the name of the function. Paste it in there. All right, and now if we uninstall it, uninstall the plugin, so function for testimonial post type uninstall, and is first just if not defined, is vp underscore uninstall plugin, and just kill the script there if that would be to happen. Now we need to clear the database as well. So first we need a global call there, so global and then vpdb WordPress database, and the thing we're going to do here is vpdb, and now let's query the database. So we have delete from vp underscore posts, where post underscore type equals testimonial, semicolon at the end, and then again vpdb, and let's query the database. We need to delete from, and now vp post meta, where post ID, so it's not in, let's select the ID from vp posts, like so, semicolon at the end, and then one last time the db, and now let's query the database again. So delete from vp underscore term underscore relationship, where object underscore ID not in, then select the ID from vp posts. All right, now the thing we need to do here is register and uninstall hook. All right, and again, let's bring in the file, and here let's do testimonial. Actually, just copy the name there and paste it in, semicolon at the end. All right, that should do it. Let's just refresh here just to be safe. Everything, no error messages, nothing. All right, cool. Now let's style the front end. So again, if we go back up to the top, we need to enqueue our file. But first, let's create that one. So in the testimonials folder, let's create a new folder. We'll call it assets. And in here, let's create a new file. So CIY underscore testimonial, CIY underscore testimonial, testimonials underscore style dot CSS. Now let's enqueue this file. Let's comment there and queue scripts and style sheets. Let's do a function, and just going to call it CIY underscore testimonial underscore script. And in here, let's add a VP underscore NQ underscore scripts or style. Okay, and then the ID for this one is underscore CIY underscore testimonials underscore style. And then we need the plugin directory, plug in underscore dir underscore URL. And here is the file, like so. And where can we find it? We can find it in assets. And the file name is CIY underscore testimonials underscore style.css. And no dependencies, so the array is empty. And then version is 1. It's 0. And it's for all devices right there. All right, now we need to add this one, so add underscore action. Let's do VP underscore NQ underscore scripts. And now let's bring in the function there. All right, let's save. And if we go to our background there, so let's do background color red just to try it out. And let's go over here. All right, so it's working fine. All right, cool. All right, let's style this one. Let's go back here and let's remove that. Style sheet here, just let's do a reset of all the margins and padding, so 0 pixels, padding 0 pixel. All right, next here we need a section, and let's target the testimonial. And here we need a padding of 20 pixels. Margin should be auto, and the max width here is 90%. Doesn't have any, it's not gonna see anything special right now anyway, so let's do section testimonials h2, and the font size should be 3M, letter spacing 1 pixel, text transform uppercase, padding 20 pixels, and then the text align center. All right, let's do that refresh on our front end. All right, so we see testimonials right here. Okay, nice and centered. Let's continue. Let's target the UL tags. So we get section testimonials UL, and the list style should be none, and the display should be grid, and the grid template columns. Same here. I want 3 testimonials next to each other. So 3 auto. Then the gap between them should be 20 pixels, and the padding I want 10 pixels, and then the margin is doing auto, and the max width should be 90% as well. Let's save and see what it does. So now they're stacked next to each other. Now we need to make this a little bit smaller so we can see all of them. So let's go down to the li tags. So we got the section testimonials ULLI, and the height should be 300 pixels, and the width I want auto. And let's also create target the images. Section testimonials, UL, LI, and image, IMG. Scroll up there a little bit. So again, the height 300 pixels. The width should be auto. And let's go back here and refresh. So now you can see there are 3 images here. Let's continue here. Let's move on here with the flip card. So we need testimonials flip card. All right, so the background color should be transparent, and width, let's go for auto, and then the height should also be 300 pixels. Okay, so that's that. Now let's do the inner. So testimonials flip card inner, and the position needs to be relative, and then the text line center, and the transition transform 0.6 seconds, and transform style like this, preserve 3D. All right, and then the box shadow, I want 0, and I want 4 pixels, 8 pixels, and then the color it's kind of blackish, so 0.2. All right, and then let's scroll up here. Then we need to target the hover. So testimonials flip card hover, and the testimonial flip card inner, like so. So we get the transform. So rotate on the y-axis on 80 degrees. Then we get testimonial underscore flip underscore card front. All right, and then we also need testimonials flip card in the back like this, and position on this one needs to be absolute, and on the width 100%, and the height should also be 100%, and then the WebKit back face visibility hidden, then back face visibility also hidden, like so. Now let's add the front testimonials underscore flip underscore card underscore front. So the background color should be kind of grayish, and then color is black. All right, scroll up a little bit, and the last one there for the back, so testimonials underscore click underscore card underscore back. So the background color needs to be very dark or almost black, and then color should be white, and then the transform or rotate on the y-axis and 180 degrees. And then the last one there, height, also 300 pixels. All right, and then the last thing there is p tags testimonials underscore flip underscore card, and the back p tag and margin, so 10 pixels. Let's save that. Let's hope that's fine. All right, hover over. All right, there you go. Not so bad. Cool. All right, that's nice. Now let's do the media queries as well. So let's head down here and a little comment. I'm just going to do media queries. All right, so I'm going to do at media screen, and max width should be again 800 pixels. And let's target this section for testimonials first. So the max width should be 800 pixels, and the margin auto, and then the UL tags, so section testimonials UL, and then display everything as a block element, and then the margin bottoms for the li tags UL li, and margin bottom, let's do 20 pixels. All right, let's go back, let's refresh, let's take a look at what it looks like. Testimonials. All right, there you go. Look at that. Not bad. All right, so okay, so this is the about page. You can add other things here if you want. Probably would add a bit more of text here, but a little introduction perhaps. That's it's up to you. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.